Hello and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with Joseph P. Larkin. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Actually, no, I'm not doing great because I had an awesome weekend because it was Memorial Day weekend. And for
Mhm.
inexplicable reasons, the Indians went out of town, even though they don't have jobs. So I don't know what they're getting a vacation for. And they have no connection to our military. So
Right.
what the fuck are they celebrating Memorial Day for? But man, it was so fucking quiet from Saturday at noon until 4 p.m. today. And then at 4
Hmm.
p.m., I knew they showed up because the stomping began, stomping all through the house. And I should have known something was up on Saturday because starting at 11 in the morning, the dude just went out and started slamming the front door over and over again. He had to get in his steps, so to speak, so he could make sure he could harass the shit out of me because he knew he wouldn't be able to do it for 2 days. I can't
Right.
even believe how quickly they started stomping as soon as they came back. I knew they were home the second they got home because I heard
Mm.
it. I hope you guys understand that that's how fucking loud they are. I'm not watching my security camera all day or staring out the window looking for them. They are so goddamn loud you just hear them. And I gotta say,
Mhm.
I never brought up the door slamming thing before because I've listened to fucking door slamming for 9 years now.
Right.
They're nowhere near the worst offender. Trust me. Every
Right.
fucking loser jackass slams their door around here over and over endlessly because they're impotent little pussies. I don't understand how
Hmm.
they don't feel like a faggot doing this all day. Like you do it. I mean, listen. Sometimes I slam the door when I'm going outside to grab the Amazon package, but how often does that happen? Once a day, once a week? It doesn't
Hmm.
happen 10 fucking times throughout the day. What are you doing? Are you
Right.
smoking? Do you smoke? Are you going outside to smoke? What are you slamming the door so much for? And P.S. We know what they're doing
Mhm.
it for, to harass everyone who lives here. And I'm loving it because while they were gone on Saturday, some other Indians that live in the building just took over the pool and were out there
Oh.
all fucking day making noise. Now, this doesn't bother me because there's a fucking building between me and the pool. So I just kind of hear
Hmm.
it vaguely in the background. But let me tell you, the HOA is situated all around that pool. So all fucking day, all summer, they're going to listen to these fucking unemployed brown people jumping in the pool and with their screaming brat kids, which they never tell to shut up. I don't even
Hmm.
understand. I mean, look, God bless them, dude. My parents would never let me act out in that fashion. I can't even tell you, like, I will. I mean, I'm still embarrassed with stuff that my mom said to me when I was a child. Like, I just wouldn't. I would never go out in public and make a spectacle of myself because my mom ingrained it into my brain that that was something that was embarrassing and shameful, and you should never do it. That's
Right.
not a thing in the third world. The third world, they don't discipline their children at all. It's why they grow up to be fucking retards that hang off the side of trains because they don't want to pay 50 cents to ride inside the train. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyway, it's very fascinating just to hear how fucking loud these cocksuckers are. Like, dude, it was substantially, noticeably quieter for 2 days here. No one made any noise. I really can't get over the fact that they think stomping and slamming doors is not an impotent piece of shit faggot activity. That's not a tough guy activity. You're not black
No.
maxing when you do that. Blacks are way more aggressive than that. They don't just slam a door, dude. They come and knock on yours. Okay, pussy.
Right.
But
The
I
kicking.
really like. I'd love. Yes, exactly. They kick it in. I'd love to know what's going on in their brain. They think that they're really getting one over on me by slamming that door. But anyway, my point of
Mhm.
this is that the HOA has to listen to the door slamming now too. They have to listen to all this shit. So I love it. So I guarantee that these fuckers as soon as they came home, after they stomped around, they went over to the HOA and complained, even though they weren't around to be bothered by me. They really are kind of like they're like my little playthings. I'm playing a game of chess, but I'm not even touching any of the pieces.
Hmm.
I let the pieces move where they may, and the pieces always move in the direction of the HOA. Indians love, and by the way, they probably don't even pay the HOA fee, but Indians love to exploit the shit out of people they give money to. So you know that they would be
Right.
harassing the HOA no matter what. So this is what you get, HOA. You wanted to flood the fucking building with brown people that you could more easily control, and you found out you can't. You just fucking can't. And you're in a real problem here. You're in a real quandary because I have an IQ that's higher than yours, and then everyone else has an IQ that's lower than yours. This is not going to meet in the middle with you. Like, you're fucked. You're to deal with a guy like me who's going to outsmart you every time, or you're going to deal with fucking retards that will walk their dogs to your house every day and knock on the fucking door and talk to your fucking ear off for an hour about how I don't like that guy next door. I don't like him. I don't like him. And I can't wait till the rest of you guys have to live with this fucking shit, because it's coming to your town too. Don't you worry about it. You're going to have neighbors that have no desire to ever be friendly. Never. Mm-hmm. They will never, ever assimilate. The whole point is to make you uncomfortable, so you get so upset that you move out, and they think that some Indian's going to move in next door. I got fucking news for you. No one but blacks are moving in when I leave. I'm going to find a way to fill this fucking place with at least one black family. You'll never have an Indian living next door to you. Okay? Okay, Punji, or whatever your fucking dumb name is. Pujambi. Fuck off, faggot Jambi, the genie fag. Fuck you, faggot fuck. You'll never have an Indian person living in this unit. And I'm not just moving away. I don't just have $3,000 set aside to rent a fucking U-Haul truck to drive it somewhere. Okay, dickheads? I'm not wasting money. I'm not like the other white people. I don't just back off. I don't just fly away. There's no white flight for Joseph P. Larkin. I just simmer in it. I settle in. I settle down. You think that this is worse than any other place I've lived in my life? I lived in a fucking trailer. I shared a fucking trailer. I shared a room in a trailer with my father when I was in high school. Trust me, that was way fucking worse than Indians slamming doors. You know what I'm talking about here? Do you? This guy didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. He slept soundly because he was fucking hammered every fucking night. Anyway, I'm just going off on a tangent here. But Indians ain't shit compared to the Larkin legacy. Please. Please, my family steals money from me. You think Indians are any goddamn different to me? You're nothing to me. Anyway, that's all. That was the update. Sorry, Chris. It had been a few weeks since we heard about these dipshits, and now you had to have your update.
Nice. I was going to say, I have a preview of them going to the pool.
With their shirts on?
Oh, sorry.
With their shirts and jeans on? Oh, God, you saw this too. Yeah. This is so brutal. Just watch this, folks. They have dude, listen, they have so little self-awareness. They didn't even see that woman physically gagged right in his face.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine walking around and women gagging in your face at your mere presence? This is beyond pathetic. And by the way, they're in Thailand. That's like a sex worker. The sex worker is disgusted by them.
You have to be. The only other people that smell that bad where they can stink up the air around them is like the homeless people in LA. That's it.
You never encountered a homeless guy in France. Now let me tell you, that is quite a smell. The smelliest, dude. French people, especially the homeless French, put Indians to shame on the stink meter. I mean, I think it's common knowledge that the French don't shower or don't bathe the same way we do. They put perfume on, which is gross too. I think that's even grosser than body odor, to be honest with you. Man, I love it that these baby boomers have to live with these Indians now. Like, there's something really funny about that. Like, they had such a great run. These people are in their 70s, and now all of a sudden they have a bunch of brown people stomping next door. Because any white person or Jew that lives here, because they don't know there's even white people and Jews. Any white person or Jew that lives here has a brown person on either side now. We all do. And so all fucking day, all these white people, all these boomers are listening to the dumb fucks that they imported into the country to destroy their children's future. I love it. I love it. You can't get away from it now. You brought it into the building and now it's your fucking problem. Like I said, what are the odds that they're paying the HOA fee? Like, I'm sorry. I don't think that they are. I don't think any brown person here ever pays the HOA fees. And you can't steal their house from them. They didn't own it in the first place. So. It's just no win situation for the boomers.
You should get squatters to go into their house. They probably wouldn't be able to last.
I should have done it last week, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or should it be this weekend? No, you don't understand, dude, because they're from India. There's nothing you can do to hurt them. This is something I figured out a long time ago. Like, there's nothing I can do to get out of this situation. They just have to run out of money eventually. That's it. They will, by the way. They've moved like 12 times in the last 12 years. They're going to move, but they will make the year that they're here, or the 2 years they're here, fucking miserable for everyone. That door slamming shit is no joke, dude. Like, it shakes the wall, it shakes my wall, it shakes my next door neighbor's wall on the other side. Wow. They also like to slam their gate. See, I don't even fuck with this shit. First of all, I put a lock on my gate and I just don't use it. I don't want anyone coming in through the gate. How hard is that to like figure out? I never use the fucking gate. There's no reason to slam the gate because I don't open it. Why would I? That just seems dumb to me. And so there's no denying who's doing this shit. That's the other part that makes me laugh. It's like HOA has to eat crow on this one because it's like, dude, they know I don't slam the gate. I just don't fucking go out there, dude. It's fucking hilarious, dude. The more I think about it, the more it makes me giggle. These dumb fucking boomers. They imported a bunch of fucking no English speaking idiots who are loud, obnoxious, and dig through the recycling every day. And they have to live with it. This is the first time I've ever seen the boomers have to live with their mistakes. It's pretty fucking cool, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. And by the way, I'm not putting $3,000 towards a U-Haul truck. I'll just stay here and enjoy the fucking free show. They really, I sent them a message at the HOA where I said, like, you guys have a lot of nerve sending me these letters all the time when these people stomp up and down to the point where I had to buy a $10,000 TV. I'm sorry for even mentioning it, but yeah, it was expensive. I told the HOA, like, I had to spend a lot of money on this fucking TV to drown them out. And so I got to tell you, Chris, I just leave that fucking TV on all day. Call me a boomer. I'm the boomer now. In fact, it makes me think about my dad all the time because he would sleep with the fucking TV on. The TV was never not on in my dad's life. It was on
and
all
that was a trailer.
Day. Well, no. We only lived in the trailer for like a year. But I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that time in my life. Okay. The people that spread rumors about me being rich, you can suck my dick. That's all I can fucking say to you. You can suck my fucking dick. In fact, let's talk about that little faggot real quick. There was this comedian. He's a showrunner. There's a showrunner in LA that I used to be friends with. He's the guy that actually turned me on to weed. So he's not a good person at all when you really think about it. Oh, thank you for helping me waste the last 16 years of my life, you dickhead. But anyway, so the last time I saw him was at his house, and he said something. I was complaining about money problems or something. I did have money problems because I was living in the guest room of the place that his old roommate owned. I was living in his old room, so he knew I didn't have money. What the fuck? Yeah. I don't know what he was talking shit for. But anyways, I was complaining about money problems, and he goes, "Oh, I thought your dad left you a bunch of money when he died." I said, "What? He didn't leave any money. He left a bunch of debt." And then the guy goes, "Oh, well, that's what I told everyone." And then he just started laughing, and I just never spoke to him again. But anyway, I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, what's this guy's comedy like nowadays? Because I haven't seen him. That was in 2015, I think, or 2016. So it's been 10 years. So I found one of his videos, and I couldn't believe it. He never got good. He never got better. He was shaking on stage. He was looking at his notes. He was you could hear it in his voice that he was scared. But the real thing that caught my ear was the fact that, I mean, I really do think that all the comedians that we know are addicted to pornography. Even the girl ones, I think, are addicted to porn. Because if they're not directly talking about porn, they're talking about stuff that is tangentially related to porn. It's porn brain. I think that's what they call it on the internet, porn brain. So, for instance, this Gooner guy, Gooner mentality or something, Gooner mindset.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
He opened his set by talking about how his wife wants to eat his asshole. And I was listening to this and I was thinking, like, why is this a trend? Why is this something that I hear every comic talk about? Eating ass. It's gay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys? If you do this, you're gay. No woman wants to do that. I don't believe that. No, I don't believe any heterosexual woman wants to eat your asshole or get her asshole eaten by a man. That's fags. That's fag stuff. It's 100% fag shit. So if you're talking about this stuff or thinking about it, you are on too much porn. This does not happen in real life with real women. Real women don't do that. That's why it has to happen in porn, because they get paid $8,000 to do it or whatever. Right. Not $8,000. I mean, they get like $800 a shoot or something like that, or maybe like $3,000 a shoot if they're a big name. Sorry. Anyway.
And that's a good amount of meth, so they can do that and not like care, basically.
Yes. Well, that's how these guys keep their dicks hard. They smoke meth. And the chicks are on meth too, so they're crazy. And I really can't overstate how much you don't want to get mixed up with meth. It'll turn you into a psycho. Literally, it'll change your brain chemistry in a bad way. But what I wanted to say about this porn stuff is this. Dudes, really, I keep saying this and you're not listening, but you got to stop watching the porn. You got to go back to beating off to like Maxim Magazine. They're on the internet for free. Go look at Maxim Magazine or FHM, or as I've told you before, guys, what I jerk off to is old pictures and videos I made with my ex-girlfriends. And I know how nerdy and gay that is to be lusting after someone I don't even like anymore, but it's way better than jacking off to some other guy getting laid. Like, I really want you guys to get this pounded into your brain. You're watching another guy get the pleasure that you can't have. And there's got to be something wrong with just simply staring at another man's dick all the time. Like, I always say this too, is if you're going to watch porn, watch Japanese porn, because they blur out the dicks. You don't want to see the dicks, right? Am I crazy?
No.
I know a lot of guys that will only look at lesbian porn because they don't want to see dicks. And you shouldn't want to see dicks. You're rewiring your brain to say that it's okay to settle for watching someone else get fucked instead of going out and getting fucked yourself. You're supposed to be going out and getting fucked. This is why you wake up horny every day. This is why I do too. We're supposed to have a girlfriend. We're supposed to be like making children and memories together. You're not supposed to be jacking off to some fucking Neanderthal looking dude with a mullet pounding your crush. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Right.
I remember when I was in high school, I was in high school, and my sister told me that one of my crushes was having sex with one of the football players, and I was shocked. I was agog. I was like, what? People we know are having sex in high school? And it totally changed the way I looked at her. That's the way when you have a crush on a woman and you watch her get fucked. That's what happens. It's like the romance is gone, dude. Your crush is getting fucked by a guy with a 10-inch dick. You can't compete with that. Why would you even torture yourself like that, fellas? I just don't get it. And I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. Just watch some old Baywatch reruns. That's gross too. They have fake tits too, but at least it's like, you're not seeing David Hasselhoff slap Pamela Anderson's face with his dick. Okay, that's not healthy. That can't be good. You ever see that in porn? No. When the dude gets his dick hard, he just starts slapping the chick in the face with the big dick. I just don't. How is that erotic? Like, who gets turned on by this?
Isn't that because they come from like gay porn first, so they're all gay, so they hate women? Maybe is that what it is?
That's a factor for sure. I guarantee that they do that kind of stuff in gay porn constantly. That's just such an odd. It's an odd thing. Why won't this fucking go back in here?
I don't know.
Fuck it. I guess I'll just drink the bottle. But anyway, so yeah, when you watch too much porn, you start to have trouble putting objects into other objects because you don't remember what it was like. But I really am serious about this, guys. Like, go jack off to a bra advertisement or something. Don't look at porn. It really is warping people's brains in a very, very bad way. And I also want to ask this dickhead, like, what makes you think that I want to hear a fat guy talk about how his fat wife wants to eat his asshole? How rude. How so rude. That's not cool. I don't want to know about fat people fucking, let alone eating each other's disgusting assholes. I already know you have trouble wiping. I watch 600-Pound Life, bitch. I know your fat ass has trouble wiping. So I don't want to see you eating his asshole when you can't even clean your own asshole, you fat bitch. That's all. Dude, it's just wild, man. Imagine doing comedy for 16 years and you don't have a fucking single joke. You don't have any jokes, and you just talk about how your fat wife wants to eat your asshole, you claim.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking freaks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say who it was, but a female comic was at work today that we both know. And of course, like, she did the sex jokes in character for a sketch or something. But like I always say, it's not that, well, it is for her specifically. I find her repulsive, but it's not just that.
Her personality sucks too. Don't get it twisted, people. We're not just being misogynist because she's fat. She's also a bitch too.
on top of it, yeah. But
well, can I give you an example? Like the last time I saw her perform, I was literally just sitting there quietly, drinking some wine and watching the stage. I was watching her on stage, and then she turns over and looks at me and she goes, "Isn't that right, Joseph?" And I was like, I don't know. Why are you singling me out, bitch? I'm just sitting here quietly watching. Why don't you attack a heckler or somebody's not paying attention? I hate that. Yeah. There's nothing that makes me angrier than when someone tries to include me in the show when I'm just quietly watching. I clearly don't want to be participating. I'm sitting at the bar with wine in my hand. I'm not part of the show. I'm clearly a spectator. But anyway, what else? Like, what else did this fucking pig do today? How did she make you uncomfortable?
Well, just her being there. But I was just confused, like, because she played a mom in this role, and of course it had to become the jokes were sexual. No, I don't think she wrote the jokes, so that's not on her. But but it is common with it's almost, if you played a drinking game where you try to watch female comedy and sex every time you drank, every time they brought up sex in any way, you would die. You would not live through the night.
You get alcohol poisoning in like 10 minutes.
You would be like me on Friday losing my phone. You would just be gone, blacked out. You would.
I wanted to talk to you about that. I'm a little worried. Do you think you got beaten up and robbed?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. But I think maybe.
You think you just straight up fell down and hit yourself in the head? That's kind of what I think happened now that because you're bracing yourself with your hand, so that's how you hurt the hand, and then you hit something. There you go. I wanted to think that maybe you hurt your hand on someone's fucking face, like some Indian guy walked up and you just started punching him. But no,
it would have been more on the knuckles. I just fell like an asshole, and I dropped my phone in a gutter, and a bum picked it up because I was able to look at where it was. And once I found out it was near MacArthur Park, I was like, it's gone.
Yeah, forget it, dude. Dude, it's like a beacon for fuck-ups. By the way, I used to live in MacArthur Park, so I know it's a beacon for fuck-ups for sure. Dude, that's wild. He immediately sold it for drugs somehow. Damn, that's wild.
But the dumbass thing about it is, A, you can't. I erased it remotely, so there's nothing you can get off of it. And B, and now that it's reported, that phone is dead to any service at all.
No, he already sold it though. That's my point. Oh. The junkie got away with it. He'll probably get an ass kicking next week when they can't use the phone.
Well, they wouldn't have been able to use it no matter what. And then like it was I had it in lost mode, but when I couldn't hear it when I went back to where I was like, I'm gonna just erase it, and as soon as they like try to get on the phone, it just erases. So it's a dead paper. It's a paperweight basically, and it's still trackable though, which is weird. Like I can still, if I might be able to see where it is, but I don't care anymore. I'm like, I got insurance and
Dude,
stuff. It sucks.
I'm sorry. I need to tell you guys a story. This reminded me of a crazy story about the last time I went to New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
I still don't know what happened. This is with that black chick I was talking about, that where we were making out in front of the racist monument that got torn down of Robert E. Lee
Mm-hmm.
at Lee Circle.
Right.
But so we were too drunk to do anything, and I did not make a move on her right that night. And so she just got up and left me on the couch, and I'm 95% certain she took my phone with her. And then, so the next day I was all freaked out. I was like, I think I left it at Lee Circle, and I fucking went back to Lee Circle with blood all over my face. I didn't know it had a face full of blood because I fell down earlier and she didn't tell me. I saw at least 5 people with blood all over my face, and no one told me that I had blood on my face. But anyway, good friends. These are just random strangers at like this, the Subway or the Smoothie King or wherever I went that day. No one was even concerned about like, hey, why do you have blood all over your face? But I went back to her house like 3 times because it kept pinging that it was there, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, I had checked that couch very thoroughly, but finally on like the 3rd day I went there and fucking found it in the couch. She just put it back in the couch, and then I was like, yeah, I'll never talk to you again after you pulled this fucking shit. Girls are nuts, dude. They got no game. She should have just fucking fucked me, and then I would have come back for sure. Just touch my dick one time and I'll come back. Don't just make out with me and then steal my phone so I get all nervous about it.
Right. That's a weird move.
That's why I don't date, dude. I don't have any patience. Every girl who ever hooks up with me is just like that. They're all like that. I no normal girl has ever wanted to date me. So why I'm not going to have kids and stuff. Who the fuck would I have a kid with? One of these psychopaths?
Yeah, that's
one of these. Dude, I've been drugged by multiple women. Okay?
Wow.
Multiple women have drugged me of all people. So you need to really think about this stuff, fellas. This is why I say no porn. Don't date. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know about. I mean, don't use the apps to date because that's just trying to get laid. Like you gotta.
I mean, this is a girl that was friends with. This girl was friends with Crazy Carrie. Oh, I got a Crazy Carrie story for you that I never told. This is wild. Okay. You guys, when I tell you this story, you're gonna say I made it up. You're gonna say I'm Theo Von in it. You're like, is that Theo Von over there? But this actually fucking happens. So Crazy Carrie, she was a real piece of work. She was a real piece of work. I remember one time she was dating this guy called DJ. We called him DJ Spaghetti, but I don't remember what his real DJ name was in New Orleans. But he was dating Crazy Carrie, and I guess he was a cuck. This is before I even knew what a cuck was. This is where I guess I learned what cuckoldry was. And he wanted me to fuck Crazy Carrie again, and then she would tell him all about it later. And I remember getting the text, and I was driving towards Slidell, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stop off at Burger King and get something to eat. If I still want to get fucked, I'll drive back to New Orleans. Otherwise, I'm going back to Slidell. And I just drove back to Slidell because I was like, this is gross. But that's just a side note. That was just an FYI to let you guys know what a fucking freak she was. So this is the real story that I wanted to tell you. So she fucked the only friend I had in New Orleans. I was friends with this guy who did improv. And by the way, every time I talked to him on the phone afterwards, he would say the same thing. He'd go, hey, you know that girl you used to fuck? Yeah, I fucked her too. She told me not to tell you. He said that every time. I was like, maybe she cared about my feelings, asshole, and that you weren't supposed to tell me because it would hurt them. Now, here's the part of the story he does not know, okay? I swear to Christ, this is real. So when I was in New Orleans, she invited me over to do drugs, and she had Xanax. And what I learned is that Xanax is not a good drug for me. It basically just makes me fall asleep. It's not. I don't know why people would want to drink on it too. It's like seems scary. But I got incapacitated to the point where I couldn't like walk around and stuff. You dig?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting down on her bed. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a K-hole. That's what they call that. But it was a instead of a K hole, I guess it was an X hole. I don't know. I'm trying to say
Zanny hole or something.
Zan hole. So I'm like sitting there with her on the edge of her bed. This is at these points, you know, like I'm not going to get laid tonight. That's not going to happen. I'm not even going to be able to like, I wouldn't even be able to get my dick hard. There's no way. So I swear to Christ this happened. Please believe me. It seems unreal. She pulls out like an old school tape recorder. You remember the kind that was big? It was a big rectangle and it had a handle, and then it had the speaker here and the tape player here. I mean, it was something I haven't seen since my childhood. Okay. She was doing it, I guess, as an affectation. So she starts playing me a cassette. The cassette is a recording of her fucking that guy I was friends with. Okay. And while she's fucking, listen, dude, it gets crazier. While she's fucking him, she's making fun of him the whole time. She's like, oh yeah, that feels real good. Yeah, stick it in. And then she looked over at me. I guess she thought I would think it was funny. And I had a look of horror on my face. And I was like, I can't leave. That's what I said to her. I said, I can't leave. And it's like, she was upset. I upset her because I was so upset by the recording. And she laid down and like cradled me in her arms. It was the only time she acted in a loving fashion ever. And then as soon as she passed out, Crazy Carrie.
I get the name.
As soon as she passed out and I felt sober enough to leave, I fucking left. I fucking got up, got into my car, drove away, and never talked to her again.
Yeah, that guy has that name fits.
That guy has no idea that she fucked him so that she could record him and then play me the recording. And like the other thing that was crazy is that how did he not realize while he was fucking her that she wasn't enjoying it? Yeah, that part I found found that really puzzling. Like you didn't hear the sarcasm in her voice at all. Like,
did you say yes and at any point?
Yeah.
Just throw him off.
That guy I did improv one time because of this guy, because he was adamant that I try improv and it was just as good as stand up, which obviously it's just not. It's just crap.
It sucks. Yeah.
I mean, stand up has George Carlin, improv has John Hamm and Tina Fey. Okay, guys, not really comparable.
But I thought John Hamm was like just an actor. I didn't think he was.
No, dude, he was an improv guy. He's like a Groundlings guy. He is so desperate to be seen as funny, which he will never be seen as funny. Who the fuck thinks jocks and frat boys are funny? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, he's lucky. I mean, he was perfect for Mad Men, and he'll never do another good thing after that. Although I did like the Fletch movie he did. I would have liked to have seen that as a TV show, though.
Okay.
So check this out. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the improv. Okay, so we were doing improv and I was all drunk. I was drinking Sparks, if you guys remember what that is. And I was not into the improv. I didn't even want to be there. And so I took the can of Sparks and I threw it at this girl that was doing the improv scene. And she completely fucking flipped out. She jumped on me, pushed me on the ground, and shoved her pussy in my face. Started ranting at me.
Is that a punishment or?
That's the funny thing, is that it was such an interesting thing to do, because the next time I saw her, she kissed me on the mouth in front of her boyfriend. And I was like, fuck, I don't need these kind of problems, bitch.
She sounds like another Crazy Carrie.
Dude, all women are Crazy Carries. The Crazy Carrie just took it to a whole new level. But that girl's crazy too. Like, I don't want to fuck you. I didn't throw the can at you because I was playing. I was like, we're not on the playground right now. I wasn't flirting with you like a child would by throwing I just don't like improv. Okay.
You know what? I did an improv because I took the UCB class and it sucked. So I told myself I was going to microdose mushrooms, but I ended up taking just the whole eighth and just doing improv. And it was the best improv I've ever done because I just didn't give a shit.
I'm sure it was amazing. You really were just making it up in the spot.
Yeah, and I was smiling the whole time.
Yeah, you thought you were in the scene for real.
Yeah. I was like, "You're trapped in a box." Oh my god! No, I don't know. It was
So I did. So what the point of that story, though, I guess, is that never be nice to women.
yeah,
The
yeah.
least nice you are to them, the better they want to, or the more they want to fuck you. They will literally put their pussy in your face in front of a bunch of people in a room.
I know.
That's
Well,
so
that's why
interesting.
they. That's
They'll
why they
kiss
like.
you in front of their boyfriend.
Mm,
She was daring me, like, beat my boyfriend up, be a dickhead, be a jerk, so I can fuck you instead. But I never
mm,
respond. I never respond favorably to that kind of behavior. I don't like it.
right. Well, I forget whose story it was, but there was a guy that he invited a friend to his house. The friend got really drunk, and so he had to fight him. And then as he's fighting him, his wife is like trying to make out with him, just because like violence just turned her
Dude,
on.
women love it. Women love violence. They love a dominant man. They love a man that
Yeah.
could kill them, that could potentially kill them with their bare hands.
But
Please.
chooses not to is what they want ultimately, right?
They like that. They like to have mercy from their superior. I need to stand up. I'm having some weird issues with my blood right now because
Oh yeah, why are you sitting down? Stand up.
I don't
I
know.
thought you always
Well,
stood up.
I don't actually. I oftentimes sit down. But like what happened last week when we were doing this is the blood circulation got stuck in the back of my thighs, and the back of my legs fell asleep.
Mm.
Does this thing sometimes where it has difficulty going through your ear canals or something, the blood. And so
Hmm.
like my right ear is kind of like muted.
Right now,
It'll go back to
that's
normal. It's
crazy.
not, sometimes I hear a weird squealing noise in the left ear.
Well, that sounds. Is that tinnitus? Is that what it's called?
Well, I
Like
do.
where
It's tinnitus, and I do have that.
tinnitus?
I also have that, but this is different. Well, actually, I may not have it. What it may just straight up be that I've always had bad blood circulation problems and didn't realize
Mm.
that that's what that sound was. That squealing sound.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. I hope I die soon, and I just can't. I can't. I can't live like this anymore. Just deteriorating really slowly. It sucks.
Yeah, that's
And
called
by the way,
life.
and I never have this issue with my ear, my equilibrium or whatever when they're stomping. Why can't I just?
Huh.
Why can't the sound go away when there's noise I don't want to hear? You dig?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how your ears work, but that sucks, man. And I hope you figure something out. You need to go hiking again, but you can't because of the fires.
And, well, I've been super lazy, and I need to. You're right, actually, because I did not go hiking for this past week because it was smoky and stuff. I would get a little walk in here and there, but
Mhm.
it is crucial. I mean, I can even smoke weed if I hike every day. I just have to be on the move every day. And in fact, I'm getting a little inspiration. I might go hiking tomorrow because one of the Reddit groups I'm in is called SoCal Hiking. And then some of these motherfuckers are inspiring the shit out of me because, like, today this dude was like, yeah, I went on a 17-mile hike. 17 miles. He started in, like, Encino and ended up on Sunset Boulevard in the fucking, in
That's
the,
crazy.
on the Sunset Strip. Yeah. But I was like, I can do that. He did it in a
Well, I
day.
don't.
He did it in probably like 3 hours or something. I could do that. Because, the part you need to understand is that he was going downhill. He's going down
Oh,
from Encina. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. Something that was cool about not having people around is that I was able to watch movies that are a little more challenging than like a loud movie would
act.
be. Movies with a lot of dialogue. Um,
Hmm.
I'm trying because I spent so much money on my TV. I don't want to use the goddamn captions. I want to hear it. You understand, right? I want to fucking
Yeah.
hear it through the TV. I don't want to read the captions. So I refuse to turn the captions on. All right. So I can't watch certain movies that have too much dialogue. So I watched it, but I did watch a couple of them yesterday and the day before because I could. I wanted to
Hmm.
talk about for a second. First of all, is a movie called A New Leaf starring Walter. All these are on Tubi, by the way. I never will recommend stuff that you can't watch for free. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm that cheap, folks. I assume you are too. But A New Leaf with Walter Matthau. It's directed by this lady named Elaine May. Elaine May. Nichols and May. Elaine May is very possibly the only funny woman that has ever lived. Very, very possibly the only funny woman who's ever lived. She's great. This movie's great. Walter Matthau is really good in this movie. Just recommended it. I'm just recommending it. That's all. It's great. So I got to watch that. That's all dialogue, by the way. It's just a bunch of talking.
Okay.
And then I checked out this this movie called The Split. Damn, this movie is so cool. I wouldn't say it's a good movie, but man, it is such a cool movie. I mean, it's the kind of movie that Quentin Tarantino rips off when he makes a new movie. You dig? It was made in 1970 or something like that. It has the best fucking cast I've ever seen in a movie. Donald Sutherland, Ernest Borgnine, Warren Oates. Okay, people?
Whoa.
Every cool character actor from the 70s is in this flick. But the part I really liked about it, and this is why I brought it up, is that there's a chase scene in the beginning involving a limo, and I was like, I've been there. That was the chase scenes were shot on the fire road on top of a hill behind Encino. I've gone hiking there. I don't know. That's the one fucking cool thing, Chris, about living here, and I'll never get over it, is that I still recognize stuff on TV shows and movies because I've actually been to places now. I don't know. It's cool as hell.
No,
it's really cool.
It is like I would be happy to go see the Batman Cave. I know it's around LA somewhere.
Totally go. Dude, it's right by your house.
Oh, is it?
Dude, you can walk to it from your house. We should do it one day. I have been there. Yeah, it's in Griffith Park.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You got to go by yourself. If not, if I don't go, you got to go because it's you should. It's one of the cool things that you can say you did in LA.
Yeah, and it's Adam West Batman, which is my favorite Batman because he's stupid, and that's what comic books characters should be, is silly. You know, whereas I kind of don't. I know I'm going to be in the minority on this, but I don't like the Christopher Nolan's version of Batman. I liked Michael Keaton's Batman. I didn't love Christian Bale's Batman, and Adam West is still like a favorite because I watched it as a kid.
Yeah, I agree. And also, you know, if Christian Bale had approached Batman the way he approached American Psycho, it would have been great.
That would have been amazing, yes.
Because he understood that role of American Psycho better than Batman. Batman is American Psycho. Like, there's no denying it. He's a psychopath. And whenever Christian Bale smiles as Bruce Wayne, he looks like a psycho. He looks like a sociopath. He doesn't look friendly or charming.
No. And 3 movies, and I didn't like them the entire time. I watched them all because that was the thing to do at the time. I even got one of them for free because I worked at Warner Brothers at the time. The last one of the trilogy was the one with what's his name is Bane. I forget who
Bane. I'm doing my Bane impression.
Yeah, which
in 2012. In 2012, I heard it at every open mic and every comedy show.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Bane.
Yeah.
That stuff really drives me nuts because, like, you not understand why it's funny that he talks in the voice in the first place. Like, this was a huge topic of discussion for comic book nerds. What does Bane's voice sound like? Because he has this weird breathing thing that he wears on his back. So when he takes it off, what does his voice sound like? The fact that his voice sounds like this is fucking genius. It's brilliant. It's hilarious. Of course he wouldn't have a normal voice. He's fucked up. He can't breathe normally.
Right.
I love that. And no comedian in the comedy scene got the joke. It's also, these are the same dumb fuckers that will go like, they'll write a whole bit about how some rap lyric is absurd. And it's like, what are you talking about? All rap lyrics are absurd. It's braggadocious. It's not real. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be kind of silly and you know, over the top.
Well, the funnier thing is if you ever watch people break down rap lyrics, it's quite hilarious. They go, "Oh, when he says this, it means this." I'm like, "Yeah, I heard the lyric. I get what he said. It's pretty obvious." Like they try to make it sound so deep, but even poetry to me isn't that deep, like normal poetry. So
Yeah, it's
it's
all it's all gay as hell. The only
yeah,
the only poem I like is "I saw the worst minds of my generation, lobotomized." Nah, whatever. I'm just kidding. I was doing
oh,
it.
I thought you were gonna do something for real.
No, I was doing a very famous poem by a noted pedophile. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah,
Who?
um, what is the name of that fucking guy? He molested Winona Ryder. I wish I could remember his name.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. So let's not kill the show with that. Uh, yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that then. Do you want to see what other people did on their Memorial Day?
Sure, let's see it.
I can't take any more of that, but basically they beat up Waymos, which are the driverless cars for no reason. Which I'm like, okay, I don't know why you did that. You really showed them, you showed the robots a thing or two. But I guess that's a thing that people did. I was just trying to find my phone the whole weekend, so I was just mad at me. That was me yelling at me, going "fuck Chris, fuck Chris, fuck Chris." Yeah, so I just didn't understand. I don't know. I just saw that and I was like, I don't.
When I was watching it, I was like, these people are protesting ICE because they don't have a job. You understand what I'm saying? They don't care if immigrants steal jobs because they're not going to get a job anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really fucking fascinating. You would go out in the streets, risk going to jail, ruin your future to protest for people who hate your guts, who are here to steal your resources and fuck your wife and fuck your daughter, and are going to leave as soon as the shit hits the fan.
Right.
Like there's no way that being a Democrat is not being a cult member. They can't think for themselves at all. And it doesn't make sense that you would hurt your own future and the future of your children.
Right.
To do this. Who benefits from this? I don't even feel like the immigrants benefit anymore. I don't believe it's fair to bring third worlders into a country which is significantly more advanced than they are. So yeah, I mean, dude, every day it's something with this guy. His car gets hit by the garbage truck. He starts screaming at someone outside because they're harassing him. He told me that I'm harassing you. Zero self-awareness, not even aware of the fact that they're harassing everyone else that lives here. You know what I'm saying? They can't figure that part out.
Right. Well,
it's not fair to bring them here. They have no business being here. They look desperately uncomfortable every time I see them. They're never smiling. They're never happy-go-lucky. You know?
And we don't need a bunch of people with low skills. We have plenty of low skill people here that are American made.
That's just something.
I think this is an American person. I'm not sure, but
a Mexican American.
Well, yeah.
Either a Mexican American or an African American.
Holy shit.
Just trash 3 fucking cars.
Oh, you can even see the line.
Yes. That's insane.
Fuck, lady?
Oh, it's a woman, of course.
Couldn't tell?
I'm sorry, Mexicans. I should have known it.
Down the street.
I should have known it wasn't a fucking Mexican guy. It was a woman. Sorry, Mexican guys. I apologize. I knew it wasn't you. Deep down, I knew a woman had to have done it. And women have no concept of like anything. He's yelling at her. You just hit all these cars.
She just wiped my
She's not even getting out of the truck.
I know, and there's a line leading back to where it happened. That's the best part. It's like, what? What did I do? You couldn't feel that something was dragging the entire time?
I mean, a whole tree?
Yeah.
A whole fucking tree.
Yeah.
That's insane. See, this drives me nuts because this is why I always park my car very far away from wherever I'm going. And because we live here, there's always still someone who will park next to me anyway. It's like I parked a half a mile away to avoid this because I don't want people fucking with my car, and you still park next to me. That shows you what lemmings the average person is. They can't park in an empty lot. They have to park next to another car.
Right. Exactly.
They play follow the leader forever.
Absolutely. They feel like it's safer maybe if a bunch of cars in a group. But here's another example of a woman not understanding situational awareness.
What is that?
Today, but this obviously comes just a couple of weeks after a shooting at the White House Correspondents'
It's already a meme. Do you know that meme where it's John Travolta from Pulp Fiction walking around going like he doesn't know?
She's the new.
She's doing
the new
that
John
in real.
Travolta meme.
She's doing that in real life.
Well, somebody on Twitter made a green screen of it, so it's just her
we could make a meme too. Actually, you should have her walking around Auschwitz like. I don't see any gas chambers.
No, just what's going on. It's all you have to. What's going on?
It's like that meme where it's just Paulie Walnut standing in front of Auschwitz. And he's saying a bunch of shit about like, come on, T, 6 million. Come on, it's 200,000 tops. And it's especially funny because who would know better about how to get rid of a corpse than Paulie Walnuts?
Right. Well, I think we've talked about this, but you've heard the kid that played AJ on the show. When people asked him like, what was the actor that played Paulie Walnuts really like, and they go, "Oh, you've met him."
Yeah, he's exactly the same. Yeah, he tells a really funny story about. He's like 12 when the show started. Where Paulie walks up to him and says something like, "Yo, anyone at school giving you trouble?" Very sweet, but also delusional man. Yeah. I love that fucking guy. It may be time for a rewatch. I still have to finish Clarissa Explains It All, though, so I can't watch The Sopranos yet.
I got to graduate.
Can I talk about
Sabrina
Clarissa
the Teenage Witch? Okay.
I'm not gonna go. That's exactly what you should jerk off to. That's exactly what you should jerk off to. Prime Sabrina the Teenage Witch, because not only was Sabrina hot, it falls into my total TV theory that you should have multiple different types of women that guys can lust after, because you have Sabrina, who's blonde hair. In the first season, she has a Jewish best friend who has curly blonde hair, which I was really into that girl. She got fired. The next chick has brown hair. You know, that's my jam. And then eventually she has a black best friend. And then the two aunts are hot too. If you're into older chicks, I'm not kidding too. The two aunts are hot. All right. I'm sorry. Caroline Rhea was pretty hot on that show. I know she's not hot now. Whatever.
Well, everybody ages.
You should jerk off to Sabrina the Teenage Witch instead of porn. But I want to say about Clarissa Explains It All, you should not jerk off to that. Although you can jerk off to the last two seasons because they're from 93 and she was 18. So you don't have to feel weird about that. But I've been watching I'm only on the third season. And the third season is where it gets weird. Okay. She's not 18 yet. But they have now sexualized her. There's a scene where
Oh.
I'm not kidding. There's a scene where she shoplifts a bustier. Now that's weird, but the weird part is they show her wearing the bustier. She must have been 17 years old. 16.
That's some producer back then that was
It's pretty
doing
creepy.
more than. Yeah.
It's pretty fucking creepy, dude. And then what's real creepy is that there's another character on the show called Ferguson. That's her little brother. He is sexualized a lot on that show, and he never worked again after Hollywood. And P.S. Clarissa Explains It All. What's her name? Melissa Joan Hart. She became a producer on her next show. She was in control because I guarantee she got raped like a motherfucker on Clarissa.
Right.
But
yeah,
that kid Ferguson, they're always dressing him up as a woman and stuff. It's just
weird.
I don't know. It would have been weird to watch this stuff when I was younger, but as an adult, it's bizarre, dude. It's not cool. It's not cool to have this like 14-year-old kid dressed up like a woman all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, but I just remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch when I was a teenager, and I used to like the show. Just not, yeah, I wasn't even attracted to Melissa Joan Hart. I just thought the show was interesting because I like the cat. You know, the
cat is
Salem,
great, and
I
the cat's a writer on the show too.
Oh, really? Okay, that's the guy that did the voice.
I love that you said that because Salem is actually the star of the show now because he's a big meme. Because he was funny. He would say all kinds of weird, ironic shit, and he was the only one that had self-awareness, ironically, because he was a cat. But he totally was on top of it. Yeah, that guy's great. And the guy, in real life, he's just this fat, bald dude. he's not cool or funny at all.
No. Well, most writers are pretty like gross.
Yo, kids, folks, could you watch season 3 of Clarissa Explains It All and tell me if I'm being weird, let me know, because it just seemed weird to me. The first 2 seasons were so wholesome. You never see Sabrina wearing a bathing suit. Oh, excuse me. You never see Clarissa wearing a bathing suit or anything. She actually dresses very grungy in a lot of ways. Remember, this is like the early 90s.
Yeah, so that was like the time of grunge.
She's always wearing combat boots. Always. It's kind of cool. It definitely was what got me turned on to that type of shit when I was younger. I mean, I don't know. Everyone wore combat boots in the 90s. It was really cool, too. Even though none of us went to combat, we all wore combat boots.
Right. Well, some of us later went to combat. Not me, of course, but in 2001.
I'm in combat right now. My whole life is combat. What are you talking about? Dude, my ear is really bothering me. I got to get back into the hiking.
Yeah,
I really blew it. I've been blowing it, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was that fire that messed up the air, so I understand why you couldn't do it for a little bit, but yeah, if the air is okay.
I cannot go hiking in that direction. I will have to go to Encino, to that place I was talking about earlier, the Split.
The Split.
I'll have to go to the Split.
I've never been. I've only been to the Griffith Park Observatory Trail. Like I went up to the observatory before, and that's a fun little hike because there's a lot of cool people on the way. But
it's too hard for me. Yeah, you see famous people there, but it's too hard for me, dude. It's too steep.
Yeah, maybe I was in better shape when I did it, so I haven't tried it since then. Maybe it would be too hard for me right now, but man, I just enjoy the view, and then the observatory is pretty cool. I guess they have like during the summertime you can viewings and stuff
of movies, or they let you look at the sky.
I think it's stuff they've taken of the sky, like cool events that they recorded. So that's what I believe it is, like lasers and stuff, and then video of it. So it's like a whole production, and it's worth just checking out once in a while.
Yeah, this makes me think about. It makes me think about when me and my ex-girlfriend lived in New Orleans, and we went to see the Pink Floyd laser light show one afternoon. Yeah. By the way, neither of us. No, I mean, I don't remember. No, neither of us liked Pink Floyd, so it wasn't like. I mean, I like the early Pink Floyd, but that's not popular. With the first singer, they're not going to play Interstellar Overdrive at the fucking Lasertorium. They're going to play The Wall or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
I can't. The Wall's good, but I can't hear The Wall anymore. I just heard it too much.
I've never heard it in its entirety. Isn't that funny? You'll learn a lot of weird things about me the longer you know me. Like, I've never heard Dark Side of the Moon. I own it. I do own the vinyl. I just won't listen to it for some reason. It's the best selling record of all time, and I just won't listen to it.
I think that's why though. It's because it was the best selling. You won't listen to it.
I mean, no. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a good record, and I like Wish You Were Here. I think that's a good record, but I just don't
prefer
care.
that one.
I just
don't care.
Wish You Were Here
Gunner's
is really
Dream.
sad.
Yeah, it is because it's about that first singer,
isn't
it? And he went crazy.
He lost his mind because he took too much LSD. Let that be a lesson to all of you. That's why I only did it like, I don't know, 20 or 30 times, which you're thinking that's too many, but that's not. That's a fraction of what
he did.
Yeah, Syd Barrett. That's a fraction of what Syd Barrett was doing. He was I think I told this story before, but it's really fascinating to me. But when Kurt Cobain was before he was in Nirvana, he had a job during the summertime where he was supposed to be cleaning up. He was supposed to be cleaning the chimneys in a resort. And so, because no one used their chimneys because it was the summertime, he would just go into one of the rooms and go to sleep or watch TV. But he took LSD at that job every single day for 40 days straight.
Whoa.
So I can only imagine like how fine-tuned his third eye was at the end of that. I mean, listen, folks, it's impossible to take LSD 2 days in a row, let alone over a month.
Yeah.
40 fucking days. I can't even imagine. But that's why he married Kirk. I mean, that's why he married Courtney Love. Who gave him that fucking LSD? Who gave him 40 days worth of LSD?
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And on that note, I think we've done a good show. I hope all of you out there have a good weekend. I hope you have a better week, Joseph, even though, it probably won't happen. But that's part of the...
Dude, don't worry about it, bro. Ever since I bought the TV, it could be a lot worse. The TV is a game changer, dude. And as much as I complain about how much it costs, I did it tonight. I can't help it. I don't like to spend money. Okay, fine. I don't like it. But that's the best money I've ever spent. Like, when we get done with this podcast, I can go down and watch a movie and not... I mean, they're already asleep by now, but... Fuck, dude, I can't believe that some fucking foreigner who can't even fucking speak English dictates when I go to sleep, when I watch TV. This is bullshit, man. This is nonsense. Like, I wish it was 100 years ago so I could just go outside and whip his ass. Why am I putting up with this fucking shit? Just because some fucking Jew might call the police? This sucks.
Right.
This sucks.
Yeah. You're the guy's name in Gangs of New York, the guy that's on the side of the Americans?
The Butcher.
Bill the Butcher.
Bill the Butcher, yeah.
You're Bill the Butcher. Or,
I am, dude. I got here first, god damn it. This is my land.
Yeah. I like how in that movie they tried to make him the bad guy, but he actually is the good guy.
He's the best guy. He's the best guy. He didn't want his neighborhood to turn into a shithole. And I have to tell you, did you notice that the Irish part of that neighborhood was kind of shitty? It's kind of a slum. So he was right. He was right. Bill the Butcher was right. God damn it.
I think that's a good place to end. Bill the Butcher was right. And I hope you all become your own Bill the Butchers. Thank you very much. And have a good night.